What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Roblox video. Now, in today's video, I was thinking of a new idea for infinite mode, and I was like, yo, why don't we do just class 1A from My Hero Academia and just use those troops? And as I was building this, I realized, one, technically All Might is not in the class. He is a teacher, but he's not in the class, right? So I'm not going to use him. And we also don't have a hill unit. So I took Frieza final form just because I didn't want anybody super OP. Like, I didn't want to grab like Mihawk or Ace or anybody. So I went with Frieza just because I didn't want to, like, you know, let them clutch it all and not use the towers that we have. And I was also debating on using Deku shoot style instead of the 100%. But if I want to get semi somewhere, I think I'm going to use the 100%. That way we can actually get to a decent wave. Yeah, as simple as that is, we're going to run with Deku 100%. We're going to run with Todoroki, Bakugo, and then we're going to go with Frieza. I just want to use some hill unit that's not terrible, but it's also not super duper good. Frieza's still a pretty good overall unit, especially a tower unit, but I wouldn't say he's super OP. So I put him on the roster just because there's no My Hero characters that are hill units, so just getting that out of the way. Anyways, if you like this video, make sure to leave a like, as well as subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. You know, Christmas is coming up, and the only thing I really want is you to click that sub button. Now, I don't think I'm going to make it to a high round at all. And I'm kind of curious to see. Okay, this guy's gonna. Anyways, what I was saying. Sorry, I had to join a VIP server because that guy was joining. What I was saying is, I don't think we're gonna make it to a higher round. But let's give our guess. You know, with Frieza, I'm gonna say maybe like mid 20s, maybe. You know, we do also have Deku. I don't know. I'm gonna say mid 20s, maybe 30. 30 is like max. I don't think we're gonna make it higher than 30, but listen, we have 4 towers and 2 of them are not good. I would say Todoroki is a little bit better because he has an AoE, but his damage and his attack speed is just not good. All right, and what map did we get? There's like a, look at my hair, by the way, some weird. Ooh, we got Leaf. Okay, that's not terrible. I'm just gonna place my Deku first. I think that's going to be the better option here. Nope. I know the enemies spawn over there. All right, I have no Belmas, so this will be really interesting. We're gonna have to tank a couple lives, I think. Running with the other troops just wouldn't have been any better than Deku, so probably gonna have to tank these 2 guys. That's fine. I honestly might upgrade Deku before anything else. Yeah, I'm gonna upgrade him once, and then we're also just, you know, we'll tank these guys. We should be one-shotting everything now, so that would be, it's gonna be a lot easier now. I'm sorry, base. Oh, I realized how bad this is going to be. Todoroki's okay. Bakugo is not super good. I don't know, man. These are some stinky towers. Yo, they made class 1A kind of stinky, man. It's weird not playing with Bulma. I'm so used to playing with her that it's weird not using her. I'm not complaining, but all right, we could finally get a Bakugo up. I might put actually 2 of them down here. Yeah, I'll put 2 of them down. So they attack every 2 seconds. That's actually not too bad, but it's only 13 damage. The range isn't terrible either. It's actually kind of a good range. But the damage is really, really low, and he only goes up by 9 damage on his first upgrade. Yeah, not a good tower. I'm hoping that within the next couple updates, they add somebody who is actually from My Hero that can also be a hill unit, because I do want to have a hill unit that's from My Hero, but obviously we don't have one yet, so can't do that yet. But it is something that I do want to do. Now, I'm probably going to get my Frieza up first. I think he's probably going to be my most important here, because I'm a little worried for flying units. I'm wondering if any upgrades will change the way that they look. I wonder if they put on like their, I mean, I guess we could just check if we upgrade. No, nothing has happened so far. All right, 750. I want to see if he changes at all, or if he stays in the UA form, uniform. I wonder if he puts on, like, you know how they all have their own. Oh, he does. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. He's wearing his superhero costume. That's cool. I'm glad that they did that. No, it's respectable to the point where, you know, even though they're like low towers, there's low tier towers, they still like put in pretty good work on it for like animation and the models, which is super cool. Really, really cool. I'm gonna sell that Bakugo because we don't really need him. There we go. We now have Frieza to be maxed out. We shouldn't have to worry about We shouldn't have to worry about flying units, at least for a little while now. All right, up next is Todoroki. We need Todoroki. I'm going to put him behind Deku, and the reason I'm doing that because he does have an AoE, and I want him to kind of like, you know, use it in a line. So I'll just put him behind Deku. It's a little bit weird to see Frieza in the mix, but it's the best thing I could do because we do need to work on fly units because we wouldn't be able to do anything about it. And if you think that Frieza's a little bit OP and I should have chose somebody else, make sure to let me know because especially if new characters come out, I can redo this. So the final version of Todoroki doesn't change the way he looks, sadly. Would have been kind of cool if they did. But he does 51 damage every 4.5 seconds in an AoE that's not super big. So I mean, he's not terrible, but he's not a good tower overall. Like, you could use him if you didn't have anything else and he would be pretty viable in like the lower story modes, but past that he's not that good. And Bakugo attacks every 2 seconds with a pretty big range for 37 damage. I mean, it's not terrible. I mean, if you have a lot of them, you're doing, you know, semi-decent damage, but it wouldn't be enough to do a lot. Most of my damage is probably going to come from my Dekus and my Friezas. All right, and we finally have some air units coming. Frieza, my boy, I need you to do some work. Kill these guys. How much health do they even have? Ooh, they have 180. Oh, that's a little scary. Oh, not too bad, actually. He did get him. I want to refrain from using Frieza as much as I can. Obviously, I'm going to use him if I get some hill units coming this way, but I don't really want to use Frieza as much because it's not based on them. We're trying to use Class 1A. And I'm very excited to see new My Hero characters in the game. I'm curious to see who they're going to add. Let's be real. They're probably going to add, like, Dobby. Like, Dark Shadow and stuff would be really, really cool. Animations on them could be really cool. Especially if they work on it really well. Would be interesting to see. Well, I gotta be careful here. Okay, some air units are getting past now. A little scary, but that's fine. As long as we're kind of micromanaging everything, we should be okay. All right, so we do have one rewind. I have to remember that I do have rewind. So if I do ever need to use it, I can use it. We're honestly not doing that bad. I mean, they're kind of not even getting past us, and we're on wave 17, which obviously isn't that high, don't get me wrong, but, you know, they're not letting me down. Class 1A is not letting me down. I think Bakugo is honestly really cool. They could have done something really, really cool with him, personally, but I guess they didn't really want to. But Bakugo could have been really, really cool. Then again, you could say that for Todoroki as well, though. So, fair enough. Honestly, I think the Deku 100% is kind of going to be clutching this. We might actually get a little bit higher than I thought we might, just due to the Deku. So, I'm going to try placing as many Todorokis and Bakugos as I can and try to refrain from using Frieza and try to refrain from using Deku 100%. Because, you know, I'm trying to give them a chance, you know? We gotta show off the other people. Not just use our strongest units, obviously, and see how far we can get. I'm probably going to put all my Bakugos in the front here, and then I'll start transferring some of my Todorokis in the back. All right, we got a cloner here. Let's see how fast we actually beat him. Okay, pretty quickly. We're doing a lot of damage right now. Obviously, it's going to dwindle, but we're almost mid-20s, like I said that we would make it to. So we might actually make it farther than the mid-20s. Depending on how I do this. We've just barely used Todoroki, and I feel really bad for not using him. But I just don't have the money. Like, if I had the money to purchase all of these guys, then that would be a little bit better. But I didn't want to rock with Bulma. I wanted to be as minimal as possible when doing this. Obviously, I just wanted to have the students. And I would already have Frieza, so I don't want to have an extra one that's also different. I guess I could start placing some Todorokis down. Trying to think of what the best spot would be. Maybe if I put them back here, right? What is... We are halfway through the 20s. Halfway through. We might actually make it to 30, depending on how well this goes. So far, we're not doing too bad. You know, I still have some Bakugos I gotta upgrade. You know, I got one Todoroki that I still gotta upgrade. I have to finish this Deku. Whew. And we still have some more slots. I mean, we still can place a lot of Dekus. We can still place a lot of Todorokis, so I do have to keep that in mind. I'm going to skip a lot of these rounds, only just because I need as much money as I can, and a lot of our abilities are AoE, so, you know, it doesn't really matter if there's a lot of people, because we're just going to be doing damage to every single person. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, Todoroki's ice actually freezes people, so it's like a mini Rukia. Okay, that actually makes Todoroki a lot better. Yeah, okay, I'm going to actually change him around then. If that's the case, I'm going to change him just because the more freezing we can get, obviously, the more damage we're going to do, right? So the more you know. I didn't know that, actually. The fact that Todoroki actually freezes. That makes him a lot more viable. Way better than I thought he was going to be. That is interesting. No, we're going to lose because of the air units. Oh, rest in peace, man. Oh, I wasn't paying attention to the air units. No, please. I'm sorry. I forgot how tough air units get. Man, that's the downside to this whole thing. Alright, so we found out that Todoroki's not too bad. Bakugo kind of stinks. Deku 100% is obviously still a pretty decent tower. I wouldn't say he's like S tier or anything. He's, you know, he's probably like A or B. He is a good tower. And then we also had Frieza, but I always underestimate the air units. But I didn't want to really spawn a bunch of Friezas because, you know, it's not based upon Frieza. It's based upon the class 1A students. So that's the downside. I could have done better. I think I could have done better. It was just because of those air units. They need to add a hill unit that is from My Hero Academia. They just need to. Trust me. I think, I don't know who they could choose, but yeah, that was it for now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, this little kind of interesting video where I tried to just use certain type of towers. I want to do this because you get to like experience the towers that you would never ever use. So I find it fun that you get to try this and try new things. So if you have any other suggestions or any other type of like shows or anything specific that you want to be in videos, then please let me know and I will definitely check them out. And I will do my best to obviously get as many towers from that show. Or get any certain tower that comes out or anything. So if you have just a specific tower, a specific combo, please let me know and I will do everything I can to obviously get that stuff if I don't have it. And I will definitely make a video. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Leave a like as well as subscribe and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, Girl Scout.